The question of the hour, what exactly is Akashic Records?
Yes. So Akashic Records, we all have a general idea of what are Akashic Records. We are familiar with the concept of Akashic Records. So let me start with the normal definition of Akashic Records. Akashic Records means we all know that these, it's like book or scrolls where something is noted down, where something is written, right? So those we call it as records, right? And now Akashic Records. Akashic is a very vast, infinite field of knowledge, information, and wisdom, which holds all the information of all our past lives. The moment we shifted from the source to the earth, until we go back to the source, to the creator, all the lifetimes are recorded. It's like a history, or it has the memories of all your soul journeys. The soul is the same, and it's an eternal soul, which just, comes in the different bodies in every lifetime. So the soul is the same. The soul has the memories of all your lifetimes, and Akashic field holds that information. Each and every individual soul has their Akashic record. That is why we say Akashic record is also like your home, because it has all the details, all the imprints, all the memories, like all the words, action, experiences, events, situations, everything is recorded in your Akashic record. So it is a storehouse of information. And not only that, it is not only about all your past lives. It is much more than that. Why does it hold the records actually? Why does it hold the memories? Okay, so what is the need of the Akashic to hold the memories, and why should we access it? It has an aim. It has a motive behind it. It is your soul. It helps your soul to progress, to grow, to evolve. By looking at all your memories, by looking at all your soul journeys which you have made, you come to understand where and what needs to be edited, what needs to be corrected, what should have been done, what shouldn't have been done. It reveals to you all that kind of information so that your soul evolves, so that your soul has that growth. Okay, because the aim of the soul is also always to reach near the creator. That is why it gives us all that lessons. That is why it has a memory stored, so that we refer to those memories and we understand our lessons, right? And now if I say, in an ordinary, this is a normal definition which we give, but in my way, if I put a simple definition, it is a storyteller. Akashic Records is a storyteller. Okay, it is like when you access your Akashic Records, you view your past life stories as an audience, where you feel the story has the climax. It's not supposed to be like this. You feel that there should be some changes. This didn't go well, which is not for your highest good. There you can edit your story as an editor. Then you can rewrite it also. That is, yeah, you're creating a new script for your future. So it is like you are the master, you are the owner, you are the director of your own story, you are the actor in it, you are the actor in it, you are the audience in it, you are the script writer, you are the editor also. So in other words, it's like a storyteller, because we are all interested to listen to the story. So why not listen to your own story? Go and access your own soul history, your own imprints, your own memories. What is it and how is it related to your present life? That's the main thing. It's not just about like, okay, it's a past life, so why we need to access it, because somehow that life or those kind of karmas are connected to your present life. Okay, and that is why we take birth. That is why we reincarnate to, resolve all that to understand the lessons which we have to learn, you know. So it is like a soul journey. It is understanding your soul. It is understanding your soul. And of course, you can read it for others. You can understand other people's soul journeys as well. So that is Akashic Records, Neelu.
And very interesting. So if I kind of make an interpretation for myself, it's like you said, it's the soul's journey. We as human beings are various forms of physical forms of that soul.
Yes.
So soul wants to get closer to creator. So before each birth is asked, what
Yes.
tests do you want to take on for yourself for
Yes.
your growth in this lifetime? And soul, Entu soul that it is, but takes on a list of learnings, and then takes birth, and promptly just before birth, we forget everything. And then during our lifetime, everything that we go through, be it a heartbreak or a heartache or a backache or a headache, anything is a part of that learning. So
Yes.
in case you're wondering, why do I keep getting headaches? Why? You can actually check, see which of your past learnings you are still not looking at and changing for yourself. Have I got that correct?
Absolutely correct. And the main important thing in this is that we decide and we make a blueprint, and then we reincarnate, then we take birth. So even if any situation, if you're getting a headache, for example, why do I get frequent headaches? This was planned for you. This was planned by you and for you. So that might be there is a certain lesson behind it. Okay. So your soul plans everything before taking birth. It makes a blueprint of your life, and you are born with that blueprint. Okay. But again, the irony of this is that we forget that we have made this plan. And, you know, when we are up in the spirit world before taking birth, it's like we make contracts with each other, with people, with situations that come on, you come into my life when I reincarnate, and you just, teach me this lesson. Okay. Or I'm going to get this health issue so that I will learn this lesson. So we make contracts with different people, with different situations, and then we come down with this blueprint. But the irony of this, again, we forget as we enter our physical body. And then what happens? We start blaming the other people for whatever we are suffering, whatever we are going through. We don't understand that we had planned it because we needed it, because we needed our soul to grow. And then again, we build in more karmas because we start blaming others. We don't realize that it is we who have created it. That is, it is we who has to understand from it something, right? And so we keep on building karma. So again, the karmic files keep on increasing. You know, the karmic files, actually, we bring down the 2-3 files thinking that let us resolve this in this life. But we add on more. So it's like additions of that karmic files increases. The subtraction is very less. And that is why we have to continuously take birth again and again to resolve all our karma. We cannot move out of that cycle of rebirth
till that's not taken care of. Perfect.
Yes.
In fact, questions have already started coming
Very
in.
good.
There are okay. So Mira's asked, can we change something in the Akashic records? And NJG has asked, are future births also recorded in the records?
To some extent, some information is always stored. It is always according to that Akashic Records principle. It is like you are creating a future. Okay, so future is not already that which is planned, but whatever you're doing right now creates your future. If suppose I am now on my spiritual path, it's almost decided that this could be my future lifetime. But until and unless I leave this world, it is not destined to be that is my future. Okay, so we are creating the future we need by living in the present. In fact, the Akashic itself, it's like a blending of the past to the present, transforming your present to create a good future, not only in this life, but in other lifetimes to come. So it's like a blending of all the tenses, I should past, present, and future.
Right. And Mira's asked, can we change something in the Akashic records?
Yes, you can. Of course, that is the main goal. I said that's the main goal of Akashic, because you can edit or you can change. Edit means you can change whatever you feel. For example, if I say, suppose if I'm not treated well by one person, I feel very sad, I feel very bad. I go into my records and check, why is this happening to me? Why is this person behaving and not treating me very well? Why am I always like, why is he always hurting me? So when I check and when I get the root cause to it, I understand what made me plan this, that he comes into my life and he treats me badly. So when I understand that root cause, when I accept that root cause, then I can change it also. It is like by accepting and acknowledging whatever you find in the Akashic records, you can change that. Okay.
Right.
Then you can change, of course, because then it is, everything is in your hands, right?
So Lotus is asked, so we chose the husband, children, and going through hell with them, everything, we chose it for ourselves.
Yes.
We,
well, you
we
say there's a
didn't
hell,
know.
heaven,
Right.
yes, but we are the ones who choose everything. Like we are the ones who choose our family and our parents in the first place, and then the rest also we choose.
Right. And Niyati is asked, what is the use of just knowing if I can't heal a particular past karma? Actually, you can, because that's exactly what Arpita has been saying. But
Yeah.
I think maybe there's a part of it that she's not understood. So if you can explain that what's the use of just knowing if you can't heal a particular past karma?
See, as I told now, just a simple example. You are the script writer of a movie. You see the movie and you feel at the end you see that actor dying, the hero dying, and you feel, oh no, this shouldn't be there because this is not a good climax or this is not a good ending. And then you want to change it, right? And then you have the right, you have the like remote control or something like that to change it. Same way with your Akashic, when you access the records and when you understand that this karma was not right, this what was being done to me or what I did to others was not right, and I should change that. When you understand that, when you acknowledge that, accept that, you can 100% change. That is what the Akashic records want you to understand. That's all. It's just an understanding also creates a shift, even if you don't do any healing, but just if you understand. For example, I will tell you one more example. There was a person who used to be, who was a social activist. Okay, so he used to take part in rallies and all that, voicing his voice, like he used to, protest and all that, and he needed to use his voice for that. Okay, but sometimes when any particular event used to happen, a big event, he used to get scared. He used to get scared even to speak. So how can he take part in, voicing? So he accessed the records and he came to know that in a past lifetime, he was again the same as a leader or something of a group of a community where he was leading other people and he was voicing their opinions also. And because of that, there was some rule or policy that he was hanged. He was hanged to death. So that fear was in this person when he was hanged to death. So whenever in the present life now, any situation like such where he need really to raise his opinion, to voice it out, he used to get that fear. That fear used to be triggered in him. So when he came to understand that, oh, it was in the past lifetime that I was hanged, I won't be hanged now. Just that understanding, just one understanding what it was in my past, I really need to let go of this fear. And he was all right. Because you got that understanding that this fear is coming from the past life and now I'm living in the present life. It won't affect me anyhow. I won't be hanged now. So that is a practical thing. So it is just sometimes some situations, some karmic deeds just require an understanding also without even clearing or going through the process of healing. It's not complicated always as we think. And again, Akashic Records is not only about your karmas or your past lives. As I told, it is much about even, it could be relating to the past of your present life. That is your childhood. Right. Okay. It could be even relating to the past of your present life. And it would it's not necessary always you have some problem that time you access the records. Access the records for general information because it holds a database of the whole universe it's holding, right? You can access the records of a country. You can access the records of the world, of the place, location, land, no? Because it holds a collective consciousness of each and everything that is we see. Akasha is a primary substance present everywhere. Is a part of the source which is present in everything. Okay, so that is why even we can read the records of plants, we can read the records of animals, pet animals especially, of land and properties as well. So
interesting.
Yes.
Right, very interesting. Of course, for when it comes to individuals, there is this thing called permission, which is very important, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we will, sorry, you're saying something, Arpita.
Yeah, that is when that is mostly applicable to human beings, because every human being has a birthright to their Akashic record, and since we can communicate and understand each other's language, we know we have to take a permission, and when you get a yes, and of course, then you can access. Because it's a copyright, you cannot violate anybody else's copyright.
And Darshit is asked, what is the source of this Akashic record philosophy? Is it originally from India or Hindu scriptures and Shastras?
Yes, basically, as far as even I know, there's no proper theory about how it originated, actually. But we say that in India, the rishis and the sages, they used to look up and, and they used to predict something. Actually, they were referring to the records, Akashic records. But unfortunately, the secret was not let out to others. And then the secret went to the Western world, and from the Western world, we got it. So it was there in our country too, but it wasn't popular. Actually, it just became popular in the 19th century. Okay, and when it became like, when people became aware of this modality, this Akashic records, what it can do and what are its benefits, it just bloomed.
Right. And okay, so a question from Somali is, what if I can't see anything in my Akashic record?
See, first of all, there's nothing to see in the records. It's not that you always see, okay? When you access the records, you receive the messages in different ways. You receive the messages either through your, through hearing, or through your vision, or through just by a thought clicking in your mind. It could be anyhow you will receive the message. If you cannot see anything, is absolutely okay. You will get the messages in various other forms as well. So you just don't have to force or pressurize yourself that I'm not seeing, I cannot see a book. Even sometimes I don't see a book, as we say, the record, when we access the record, it's okay, absolutely okay. It's all energy. Okay, it's all energy. It's an energy field which is present around us. Okay, so it's not that you see, and if you're saying that you're not able to access the records, you will be able to access the records. Some take less time, or some of people are very intuitive. They are there in the records the first time itself. They access the records the first time itself. Some take time. That all depends, differs from person to person. That's absolutely okay. But at the end, you just have to have the trust. Okay, trust in yourself. The first thing is that trust in yourself, that you will be able to access the records. Might be you might just need a more number of practices. That's all.
And of course, the learning and the attunement of it is important, which is where the training for it comes into play, right?
Yes, absolutely.